Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Let's go, D.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Check 52. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's go.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Mike, 57. 57 to Mike.
From the 36, Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Orange.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Pollard. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Check 43. Listen.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
180. Yo. Hey, kill.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Going deep downfield for Rupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Winston, he's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
Get ready.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Winston now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Even. Tight dog. Hey, stop. Kill. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Jefferson. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 17. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
57, Mike 57.
Third and short yardage. Winston. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Julian Edelman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jameis now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Pollard. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now on second and 16, Goff. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, lift.
On first down, it's gone. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, Jefferson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Winston got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You don't want no problem from me.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Kill. Here we go, even. Switch. Kill.
Throwing, Winston. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The first down throw for Winston. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Airing it out for Olsen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check 26, check 26.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Slam. Super.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right? And got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Going to run again here with Pollard. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Charlie!
Out of the gun, Goff. Going deep downfield for Rowe, and that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Hey, Alpha! 26 Mike!
2nd and 10, Goff again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, orbit. Rush in. He gets 61. Matchbox light.
A nice pickup on 1st down. 7 yards. On 2nd down now, Pollard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Pollard again. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll run forward with Pollard, and they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
57, Mike, 57. You can't block me. You can't.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check.
Penny, a first down carry. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
3rd and goal. Winston in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception, Winston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On first down, gone. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's second down.
180. You don't know no better. Check 52. Shell.
To throw is gone. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
20. Check. Jim, 12. Value 3.
After the interception, here's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, 76.
On second and 10, Goff completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
57. Mike, 57. I got one. 57.
Winston to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Penny will try to punch it in, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly.